Oh, you know what's actually such an underratedly slept on beer is getting home from the bar with like two of your buddies and you're already like clapped and no one really wants to go to bed and you crack that post-game beer, never gets finished.
After bars.
But just the feeling of cracking and taking that first sip at the post-game beer when you guys are already obliterated might be like a top 5 beer for me. Welcome back to another episode of TFM Bets. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Got hooked last night. Still thinking about it. Super Goats. Anthony Simons, 21 points, needed 22.
Yeah, I feel like we should talk about that just for like a second. So we were all sitting there on the night sweats. It's something that we do on the Book It Sports Twitch channel where we sweat the nights, the games of the night. And you need him over 21 and a half.
Yeah.
And he gets to 21 points with 5 minutes left.
Yep.
And your first thing you said was, we're getting hooked.
We're getting hooked. I just knew it. It was a blowout. It was like a 17-point lead.
But how did you know? Because the starter stayed in literally till the second minute.
Dude, he didn't touch the ball the entire fourth quarter. Damian Lillard was just trying to do some magic coming back from this 20-point deficit with 5 minutes to go. I just knew it. And he got that and one.
Legacy and one.
I'm like, I would have rather him not do that because I know he's getting hooked.
Yeah, I mean, that is
We've just played this game too many damn times. You know?
You can't make it up.
It just becomes muscle memory at this point.
But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you do that a little too often. I feel like you write it off immediately. Actually, you were talking about this last night. I want you to explain your theory of how you sports bet and the way you do it. Because you said something last night that had me like dead, but you were like, listen, chat, this is what we do, all right? The minute I submit the bet, it's dead.
If you go in placing the bet just with the mindset that it's not hitting, it makes it feel so much better when it hits, like a miracle, and it makes your night.
I just want everyone listening and watching to know that Trent Attia, when he places bets, the minute he clicks submit, expects them to lose. I just want everyone to know that. I feel like that's important for everybody to know.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like betting on or against the Thunder, I'm pretty like, I'd use my actual knowledge going into that bet, knowing I'm probably going to be right. But other than that, bro, it's like, just charge it to the game, and then if it fucking hits, you're bricked up.
I mean, you're pretty sharp when it comes to the Thunder, but I will say we got our souls sucked last night by the Warriors' first quarter against the Thunder.
That was tough.
Ends up being a blowout.
Yep.
The only quarter that the Thunder win is the first quarter, and we had Warriors' first quarter. You can't make that kind of shit up.
No, you can't.
I feel like that's just one of those ones you charge up to the game. But then, of course, you're like, yeah, in my 15 years of being a Thunder fan, I've only seen them score 40 points in a first quarter, maybe twice.
Literally, bro. They never do that. They couldn't miss. I did call a legacy game by Klay Thompson. He owns the Thunder.
Yeah, you did call that.
I still have nightmares about him shooting threes in the playoffs against us. Game 6 of like 2016 or some shit. And how many threes did he have last night? 10.
That's absurd.
10.
Unreal. We're over here betting on Anthony
Simons. I mean, I did take Klay, but that game should have just been avoided for sure.
And I just want you guys to know the positions that Trent puts me in. So wow. Pause.
What now?
Wow.
Heyo.
Wow. Maybe we'll fix that one in post. Actually, no. You can leave that in. But so we're on the night sweats, and he needs Anthony Simons over 21 and a half. After he had placed the entry, I think I had shown him an entry that I made on the couch, and I happen to have Anthony in the same entry. We're sitting there, and it's silent in the night sweats. Everyone's like watching the games. And Trent goes, Yo, Mike. Like, what's up, dude? He's like, we need Anthony over 21 and a half, and he's not going to go over. It's like, it's not going over. And it's like, as if it was my fault. As if it was my fault. He's like, it's not going over. And I was like, did I pitch that? Did I come on the stream and pitch Anthony Simons? He was like, no, but it's not hidden. And then he went, but thanks for the Wong, though.
Yeah, Isaiah Wong, good look. Anthony Simons should be a good bit.
Isaiah Wong is a good bit, I'll tell you what.
The Dick Wong entry didn't fucking hit.
I can't believe I sold the Dick Wong.
And Dick did his job.
I know, I can't believe I sold the Dick Wong. Wong, at the end of the first half, had 9 points.
I know. I mean, you can't cap.
Finished with 11.
30-point blowout and a 2-point spread. Like, come on.
Yeah, like Duke, you can suck me, bro. I'm
They
so
suck.
tired of Duke. They fucking suck.
They suck.
But they either steal my coin or they get absolutely blown out. Like, there's no in between. And, like, I've bet on both sides. I've bet on Duke and they've gotten blown out, and I bet against Duke and they've taken my soul. But it was always Miami.
It was always Miami. It was always Texas. That was a gift from
No,
the
it was
gambling.
always Kansas.
I mean, Kansas, not Texas.
Yeah.
It was never Texas. Kansas, Miami, I put $500 on that.
Yeah.
Bankroll bobber.
Bankroll bobber. I took the Kansas spread in the over, and then I took Miami, so we had a little brooms out last night.
I hate betting against the home teams. Like, ever since I switched that mentality in college basketball, it's gone flawlessly. Home teams are just, like, the energy, the environment, the momentum,
Yeah, I think
the
it depends.
vibes.
I think it depends, but I agree. I think in college especially, the home court matters.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. If you have a better team on the floor and they're at home, give it to me.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
No, I'm just saying.
What are you thinking about?
No, I'm just thinking because, like, yeah, like, I wonder if, like, it is just way smarter to just always take the home team. But I don't think so. Because there's some matchups where, like, I don't think the home court advantage matters. In terms of covering the spreads, if you're looking for guys to get wins.
Yeah, no, I'm talking wins.
Yeah.
Spreads, Meemaw is always around. You know I don't fuck with that shit. But
Yeah,
still.
yeah. Classic. All right, well, I think we have our first ever guest on the TFM Bets show, Nick. I don't know how this is going to work in terms of bringing him in, but we've got, is Nick going to speak?
What's up? Yeah, Tim.
Okay, word. So we're going to bring Tim in here.
There he is. What's good, brother?
What's going on, fellas?
How we doing, Tim? He's a TFM guy, Tim.
Oh, word.
He's got the Eagles tarp on.
Let's
That's
go.
pretty gross.
Bricked up, ready for
Yeah.
the bowl.
Yeah, I'm ready. I was just, kind of begging Trent to cash out on whatever he has on the Birds and put the house on the Chiefs, just on behalf of Philadelphia fans everywhere.
Bro, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm already balls deep. I'm already committed. It's the Eagles this year. I have to. No cashing out. I wish I had that option.
As a Phillies fan, do you sleep in that jersey every night now?
I'm thinking about it. I did wear it for a good 3 days after the NFC Championship game, just to kind of rub it in for everybody.
Are you from Philly?
I am from Philly, yeah.
What a year it is for Philly sports.
What a year.
What a year. I mean, are you a Phillies fan?
I am a Phillies fan. It's been a blessing.
That shit was electric. Tough way to go
Wild
out.
run, yeah, wild run. Tough way to go out. Are you a Union fan?
I mean, I support the Union. I can't say that the MLS is my favorite form of watching soccer.
Did it hurt when both your teams lost in the finals in the same day?
It didn't feel great.
Phillies and the Union lost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What hurt more was I went to Game 4 of the World Series when they got no hit. So I was live for that. So that was pretty brutal. Rented a car, drove 4.5 hours from Pittsburgh to get
They
there.
got no hit.
Renting the car. Dude, can you wake
What?
up? How do you not remember the Phillies getting no hit?
I mean, no hit's a stretch. It was a combined no hitter.
Yeah, it was like they had multiple pitchers.
That's right. I remember that. I'm sorry. I was like,
this kid watches every pitch of the World
who
Series
the
and doesn't
fuck got
remember they got
no hit?
no
No, I
hit.
remember it was a combined no hitter. That's right.
But do you count that as a no hitter?
I don't count it as a no hitter. The
come on,
Phillies
stop.
did not get any hits, but
That's a no hitter.
the Phillies did not get any hits, is the way that I would phrase it.
No hitter. That is a. I don't care what it is. That's a no hitter.
You know, I went to a no hitter where the Angels lost. They pitched the no hitter and they lost.
How they lose?
They walked, stolen base, error, sack fly.
No way.
Yeah,
In a no hitter, they
Yeah.
lost.
yeah. I still
Having Angels money line.
piss. Absolute piss.
All right, well, Tim, we got you on. We wanted to ask you a question. We're gonna keep it light. I think for now and whenever we have guests on, we're gonna try to ask a funny question. Then we're gonna ask you a sports betting related question. But the funny question is first. I've seen it on the TFM socials, and we wanted to get your opinion on it. What is top 5 beers? But I don't mean, when I say beers, I don't mean like Bud Light, Coors Light. I mean like the vibe where the beer is consumed. Like, for example, a tailgate beer.
Yeah, I mean, you just hit my number 3 there, I think.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
It's like categories of beers.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, just like the vibe of the beer. Honorable mention, I'm going to throw in just like the end of week beer, mostly just because this could kind of come like in combination with a lot of the other ones, but like, close out work
Is
emails.
End of week beer different than end of day beer?
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause I think an end of day Monday beer is different than the end of the week, that Friday, that first beer.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know?
Because, at the end of the week beer, you can have 12 more and you don't have anything to do the next day.
That's true. The volume
Yeah.
goes up.
Volume's there. So.
It's the first of many that really hits different there.
Yeah. All right, let's do the top 5.
For the actual top 5, number 5, I'm going to go shower beer.
Wow, that's a classic.
I just don't think there's anything better than drinking a beer while your wiener's out. And that's
a
really
great point. It's a great point.
There's like not many other circumstances that you can drink a beer with your wiener out without getting arrested.
Facts.
That's true.
Something different.
You get some tunes going. You don't have to delay your drinking while you're getting ready. It's just
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was more so thinking of the vibe of like, the steam, the music, but I mean, if you're going for the wiener being out, I mean, that's cool too.
I mean, that's just what hits different about it for me.
Guys, all right, I'm gonna go take a shower beer, get my wiener out, drink this beer.
Yeah.
Good.
Number 4, the beach beer. I'm gonna be honest.
In my top 5, but I'm excited to hear why.
I'm not really the biggest fan of the beach. I don't like sand. I don't really like putting on sunscreen. The water's usually pretty cold. But once the fatty sitting next to you blasting country music leave for the day with their like screaming kids and all that, and it's just quiet and you can sit there, you're not getting 3rd-degree burns from the sand, the beach beer hits different. In my opinion, the beach is good for 2 things, and they're both B's, beer and bikinis.
It's a great quote.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
You could put that on a poster.
I might get it on a pillow. Throw a pillow for the room.
Yeah, there you go. A little throw pillow. Beers and bikinis. The only thing the beach is good for. Right,
and then number 3, I said the tailgate beer. December game for me at the link, wrapped in like 4 layers. You had maybe a Slim Jim to eat before, and then it's just like the best vibe in the world. I'm Mikey. I don't know if you're a Jets fan, right?
Yep.
I guess the atmosphere might not be quite as good as at Lincoln Financial Field.
I've had a good tailgate beer though,
I'm just saying the
vibe is definitely completely different.
Yeah.
It's more of like a depressing, like, all right, guys, let's go. It's like the army that knows they're gonna lose and Rome is on the other side. And they're like, all right, guys, let's put our armor on.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you get Novocaine before you get a tooth pulled to make it hurt less.
Yeah. Yep.
Number 2, the airport beer.
Oh,
and
that's so slept on.
For me, it's like the airport beer is like the calm before the storm, because I don't think anybody like truly enjoys flying, at least like commercially. It sucks. So your airport beer is like the peace that you get before you actually have to like sit down next to somebody, screaming kids, people passing by you to get to the bathroom. The airport beer is like, it's a necessity to survive a flight, in my opinion.
And subtly, if you have a couple of airport beers, now you're drunk on the plane.
Yep.
That's
a good one.
Yeah, it's a good lead in to the airport drunk.
Yeah, there you go.
And then
right,
number 1
overall.
Number 1, I'll take debate on all of the other ones, because it's a matter of opinion, but honestly, there's no debate for number 1. It's the free beer. It doesn't matter what it is. I just think you get a beer for free. It's just the best kind of beer you can get.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I feel like, and you're never going to complain about a free beer.
No.
That's true.
Unless something's wrong with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Unless you got a problem.
That's a good list.
Yeah, what do you think about the 5?
I respect that list for sure. I love it.
Not what would your 5 be, but like, what I think? You know what I feel like might be missing? My favorite beer probably top 3 for me would be the pregame beer when you're playing like games and shit.
Pre-game beers.
The pregame beers I feel like are like when the first moment where all your boys come into like the living room where you're about to pregame and like the first beers get like cracked as a group. That'd probably be up there as like my top 3.
What's your top best beer you could think of?
Oh, my best beer I could think of.
The perfect scenario.
But it's different because like my favorite beer, like if I was doing this, my number one would be a ballpark beer. I hate the sport of baseball, but drinking a beer at a baseball stadium and getting like sneakily blacked out through 9 innings is like one of my favorite things on the earth. And like that first beer when you're like, oh, we're about to lock in for 4 hours of beers, like that would probably be my number one beer.
Yeah,
what would
that's a good one. I love a ballpark beer. Something
Except
about
you're paying $14 for it.
Yeah,
that's true. But by the 4th beer, you're like, what is money, you know?
Pool beers. I love
pool beers. That's a good fucking one too.
That's a slept on one.
Yeah, that is a slept on beer.
I love getting in the pool, cracking one open,
just floating,
vibing, floating, locking in some last second entries and fucking bets.
You missed the one with the grilling beer. The grilling beer is a great beer.
Grilling beer.
I don't know how Nick that felt. That felt like a Nick kind of beer.
No, it definitely isn't.
That was
hell yeah.
That was Nick catering to himself with that one. Like, hold on, guys, you're forgetting one that a lot of people are gonna love. It's the grilling beer.
It's out there on the patio, just flipping the burgers.
Nick, what would your number one beer be?
Shower beers up there. I think airport beer is probably number one though.
Lake beers.
Lake beers are good.
Now we're just listing bodies of water.
Shower, lake, pool, ocean.
So are you a wiener out kind of guy with the beer, or like what was your reasoning for the shower beer?
I think it's just it's the beginning of the night, kind of like the pregame almost, but it's the pregame. It's like you're getting ready, and then it's that first beer that you drink before anything else. Pregame beer is good too, but pregame beer you should be a little buzzed by then.
Oh, it's actually such an underratedly slept on beer is getting home from the bar with like 2 of your buddies and you're already like clapped, but no one really wants to go to bed. And you crack that post-game beer, never gets finished.
After bars.
But just the feeling of cracking and taking that first sip at the post-game beer when you guys are already obliterated might be like a top 5 beer for me.
My roommate takes it one step further. He has the bedtime beer. So
wow,
most like Saturday mornings after a night out, if I go into his room, he'll wake up with like a half-drank Miller Lite next to his bed.
Help.
Yeah, I was gonna say he might just need help.
Oh, the golf course beer too.
Oh, the golf
beer. Golf course beer is a good beer.
Also, like the morning beer too. Like if you're day drinking, like that first morning beer.
I'm not a morning beer guy.
Yeah.
Well, there's no better morning beer than the tailgate beer.
Yeah,
that is true. They kind of fall into the same category. And I know you had a question for Tim, just like with sports betting.
Yeah. Do you bet on sports, right?
Yeah, I do.
What would you say your most painful loss was?
Kind of putting you on the spot. One
that comes to mind.
My most painful loss, it was when the Bucks won the NBA chip a couple years ago.
Okay.
We had a parlay and there was like some kind of boost or something. We were going to get like 150% of the payout. It was like a boost. So we're trying to place the parlay, trying to place it. And for whatever reason, our location services aren't working. So we can't place it. Do you remember Giannis's dunk? At the end that just sealed it. So that dunk would have been the winning leg of the parlay. It was Giannis's points. So, I mean, like we didn't lose any money on it, but it was the feeling of knowing that like how hyped that moment would have been to see that just absolute monster throw it down and watch the coin just explode into my account. It was that one was painful.
Splooge into my account.
Yeah. That one was rough.
Tough. So it wasn't ever placed, but it definitely could have been, and the coins would have came home.
Yeah, and it wasn't like we babied out. Like it was just the location services were not working, so we were not able to place it.
That's brutal.
And to lose out on the boost too.
Yeah,
and it was the fellas together. Like we were all riding one. There were like 5 of us. It just would have been like a good moment for the group.
Brutal.
That's actually devastating.
Brutal.
I'm trying to think what my worst loss would be.
Yeah. What's your worst loss?
Oh, you know what my worst loss was? 3 years ago when UCLA was playing Gonzaga in the Final Four March Madness.
Wow.
And I had $100 on plus 300 money line all game, feeling so good. When I placed the ticket, the motherfucker behind the glass was like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, put it on the money line." Because he was like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Because they were like plus 300. The points were like plus 8.5.
Yeah, I know.
And the guy behind the glass was like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure I want to do that. Like, give me my ticket." So I had like $100 on UCLA money line plus 300, and Jalen Suggs hitting a half court.
That game was
Banked in buzzer
wild.
beater to steal my soul while I'm just melting in the sports book,
melting.
like making eye contact with the guy that said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And just being like, "Fuck, dude."
Dude, the guys in Vegas are such assholes behind the counter.
Hey, like, where do they get off, dude? Just take my money and shut up.
Yeah. They're
Like-
such dicks.
Like, that's incredible. What would yours be?
Mine's definitely
The McBrady.
the McBrady was bad. That wasn't even the worst one. Most painful loss though, I had a 9-legger. Yeah, the way that starts.
Yeah, let's start with that. That's how you start a bad loss. I had a 9-legger.
I had a 9-legger, 25 to win 7,000 as a college kid. Yeah.
Wow.
So 7K, I mean, that's a lot of money to anybody, but 7K
That's a lot.
as a college kid is like, I've never seen that much money in my life. Last leg is Canucks ML up 5-1 going into the third period.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yep. I'm at the bar, parents' weekend, and we're at some dueling piano bar, and we're all blacked.
A
Moms are
dueling
blacked.
piano bar?
Yeah, you never been one of those?
The pianos battle,
There's two
No.
pianos, and they're like fucking battling.
There's two piano players.
Yeah.
but they're battling.
Yeah, they battle.
That's crazy.
It's so sick.
What?
Yeah. And we're sloshed, we're hammered,
Yeah, let's go.
and I'm buying the next round of drinks. I throw my credit card. I'm like, I'm about to hit this fucking lay, bro. Everyone's using my card. I'm racking it up in drinks, probably like $300.
No, dude.
Yeah. Notification 5-2 Capitals score. I'm like, wouldn't that?
Oh, they're
be
playing the Caps?
Yeah. I'm like, wouldn't that be something? Don't even fucking look at it. Don't even care. I get another notification 5-3. I'm like, wouldn't that just be something?
Meanwhile, the credit card's just
Swiping.
ding.
Another notification with 3 minutes left. 5-4. I'm like, all right, hold up. I go outside now.
Here, give me a card. Close it out.
I'm like, dude, please, it's 3 minutes to glory. For fuck's sakes. We get inside the 1 minute mark. Bang, OV, tie game. I knew.
Are you watching it now?
Yeah, I'm watching it on my phone outside. And we go to overtime. I'm like, shit's cooked. I already know it's coming. No goals. We go to a shootout. You're not beating OV and Oshie in a shootout. They win in a shootout. Absolute piss.
7K.
I went home. It felt like I just lost like a family member, bro. I crawled up. I crawled up in my bed, shut the door, turned the lights off, and just fucking stared at the ceiling.
Felt like I lost a family member.
It was so brutal, dude. It was soul sucking.
And then to wake up the next morning and like be like, I gotta check the bank account.
Yeah, no, the bank account was in piss. The bookie account was in piss.
You hit the group chat. Yo, guys, just gonna need some Venmos from last
yeah.
night.
Dude, it was.
Parents weekend.
I still think about it to this day. It was so surgical. 9 legs, like 4 different sports.
Do you remember
MLB.
who was on the Knucks at that point?
Huh?
Do you remember who was on the Knucks at that
No,
point?
no idea. I wasn't even into hockey that much.
It's like, why are we betting against the
Yeah,
Capitals?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I took the Canucks.
If it was when we were in college, that's when like the Capitals were dirty.
I know. And the Nucks were favored, so there was obviously a reason.
So you just fell for that.
Yeah, I think it was probably a late night force.
Yeah, I mean 5-1. You can't make that up.
No, 5-1 end of the second.
Yeah.
Brutal. October
That's-
19th.
That is
I remember the date.
wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Glad to know it's not still haunting you, Trent.
Yeah, good. It's nice to know you still don't think about it. All right, Tim, we got one more question for you before we let you go. As an Eagles fan, let's say the Bull comes home. What are your plans for the night?
For the night,
Yeah.
I mean, I have a email written out, 2 emails written out to professors for Monday about, why I will not be in attendance in any of my classes.
We're prepping.
Yeah, I have it. I have it ready. I didn't want to have to think about it. I don't know if I'm going to bed Sunday night if they win. I know I'm heading back to Philly for the parade when it happens. But
Are you going to the game?
I'm not going to the game. No, I'm just gonna watch it here at my house in Pittsburgh. But I'll be back in Philly for the parade if it happens. Don't want to get too confident.
How many units on the birds?
I mean, the account isn't all that rich right now, but it's probably going to be everything.
Probably going to be every single coin in that.
Yeah.
You might be able to experience the celebratory beer.
Yes, it's a possibility.
That could make the top
I haven't
5.
felt that in years. Actually, TCU
I
definitely.
don't remember the last time I had a celebratory beer. Wow. That just kind of hit me a little bit. I actually don't remember the last time I had a celebration beer. Where you were like actually celebrating. So like, yeah. I've had so many depressed beers. I'm like, oh, fuck. And that crack never sounds as clean as like when you're happy, dude. It's like,
No.
It's that crack taunts you more than it makes you feel any better.
It hurts more than like what you're drinking for. Because you're like, God, that sucked and this sucked. I'm going to drink this beer and be like upset drunk. But you're going to have a celebratory beer. I'm just kidding. I'm going to be on the Chiefs. I'm sorry. But
Wow. I didn't know that.
No, not yet. I haven't announced it yet.
Wow.
I might be on the Birds. I still haven't decided. No, I've decided fully. I know.
Decided for sure.
Yeah,
you don't just say that.
Yeah, no, it's plus chicken Mahomes.
Wow.
Yeah.
With all due respect, I hope you lose it all. On that
Hey, man, I feel the same way. But Tim, thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it, brother. Do you have anything you want to say to the TFM Bets faithful before we let you depart? I mean, you can talk about the Eagles. You can talk about a beer.
Who's scoring the first touchdown?
Oh, here we go. Your moment of glory.
So I actually did hit the first touchdown score in the last game. And my roommate's girlfriend is kind of a wizard with this. She knows nothing about sports. She just has picked like 5 straight first touchdown scores. So I've hit her up. I'm riding Devontae Smith first touchdown score.
Wow. I love it.
Wow, I actually don't hate that at all. He's on my list of touchdown scores that I have sprinkled on.
I love it. It might be matching.
Tim with the Devontae Smith first touchdown score. Appreciate you for coming on, bro.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, of course, as always.
Go Birds, baby.
Go Birds.
Here we go. So should we talk about that I'm going to be on the Chiefs, or should we wait?
Wait.
Okay. All right, Volt. Nick, can I get 2 things from you right now? One, can you look up the last time the Cardinals won the World Series?
The Cardinals?
Yeah. And then 2, can we pull up the lines for the Gatorade color and the national anthem? Because I want to talk about our picks for that.
I mean, the last time the Cardinals won the World Series was 2011. So
Okay. I just wanted you to know it was a really long time ago.
What?
So when baseball season starts, I don't want to hear Cardinals propaganda first week.
Oh, well, that's a given. We will be hearing that.
I just had to do that to you. It was nothing personal, but that had to be done.
You will be hearing that.
You can like
Gatorade color. Okay, Gatorade color here. You got yellow, green plus 375, orange plus 425, blue plus 425, red, pink plus 475, clear / water plus 550, purple plus 800, and none plus 1200.
I've never seen a none.
Yeah, they have none. I mean, there's been times where they just don't pour it.
Do you know what you're on yet?
Blue. It's blue.
It's red.
It's blue.
It's red. It was blue 2 years ago. It's not going to be blue again. The Chiefs are going to win red.
No, that's not how they correlate it.
No, but that's how it's going to happen.
No, it's not.
Andy Reid's going to be in that big red pullover, and they're going to be like, grab the red Gatorade. Iconic photo. But I get 2 colors with red. What do I get with red? You said red or pink?
Yeah, red or pink. So you get like what, strawberry?
They even make fucking pink Gatorade?
I don't even know.
That's not good value.
Can I look up pink Gatorade really
That's
quick?
where they try to suck you in.
Suck you in.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, they think
red.
they're getting a double bang here with the dueling colors.
Yeah.
There's no pink Gatorade.
And then the national anthem over under is set at 2 minutes and 5 seconds for Chris Stapleton.
That shit is
Soaring over
like Amelia.
Well,
soaring over.
Well, here's the last 4 has never been over 2 minutes. So we have 159 last year, 155 in 2020 for Demi Lovato, 147 for Gladys Knight, and 2 minutes flat for Pink.
You heard it here first. The national anthem to go over is due.
It's due. Stapleton, amazing singer.
He's going to hold that brave.
He holds.
That's all you need is that hold that brave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, country sing. When's the last time a country singer has sang the anthem? I feel like country singers have those moments.
Yeah, they got that southern drawl.
You got Luke Bryan in 2017.
And what'd he do?
He went 209.
So is that under?
That's over.
I mean, it's 205 set for Chris
205,
Stapleton.
okay.
222 for Lady Gaga. That one was under controversy in 2016 because
I don't remember that.
the national anthem, the betting line starts with, the first note, and then it ends with Brave, but they missed the flyover. They mistimed it, and so she did Home of the Brave again to hit the flyover on Brave. And I had a buddy who had, I think, like $2,000 or $3,000 on the over, and the under actually hit. Because the books marked it as there's only one Home of the Brave in the national anthem.
I was literally about to say, what a nightmare scenario to start watching the Super Bowl down $2,000 because the national anthem went
Didn't
under.
last
Then he
year
lost
go
500
over?
on the
Didn't
coin
Gladys
flip.
Knight go over? I remember I was at that game and I was celebrating.
I mean, Gladys Knight was 147. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
201. Oh, okay. So here you go. So I was reading that wrong. I was reading the over-under time. So the last 3 of the 4 have gone over.
So the over is not due. It is now expected. So the over for the national anthem is expected.
209 is kind of a sharp number.
Yeah.
Does that feel sharp?
So sharp.
Oh, he starts Brave at 5.
It could be, yeah. That's going to be the
Like 205.
sussest 4 seconds right there.
Shit.
But,
I'm taking the over.
yeah.
I'm still going to take the over.
Yeah. So for a country singer, Luke Bryan was 209 when the line was set. It hit at 204, and so it went under. So maybe that's what they're judging it off of.
All right, so red Gatorade. The national anthem's going over. Well, you're on blue Gatorade.
It's blue Gatorade. It's offsetting color from both teams, which I believe that's how they do it. They don't want. Why would the Eagles, if they win, why would they have red Gatorade?
I'm not betting on the Eagles to win.
But it's Gatorade. It's not. We're not betting on who's winning.
No, but I'm building a narrative. That's what you got to do. You got to build your narrative.
I just know you're gonna be like, can we just be better, bro? Red.
I think the last bet I would ever be like, can we be better about would be the fucking Gatorade color in the Super Bowl, dude. But heads or tails?
Tails. It never fails.
I made my video yesterday. It's heads.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boys, I might full sweep.
If you full sweep, I'd go 1 and 2.
I full swept last year. The only thing I didn't hit was the MVP.
What was last year? Rams.
Yeah, Rams Bengals. I
got
Rams.
I got the Gatorade color right in that game.
I had Rams. I had first half under, second half over. I had national anthem, first touchdown scorer.
OBJ was so free.
The prize picks should have hit if OBJ
He
didn't
blew the ACL out. Yeah.
blew his knee out. The perfect recipe for a prize picks entry: quarterback, touchdown, wide receiver from both teams, and 1 foot, 1 kicker.
No, dude.
It's the perfect recipe to a Super Bowl prize picks.
I refuse to have a foot.
So pick your quarterback, Mahomes or Hurts over touchdowns, wide receiver from each team, kicker.
I would go Devontae Smith. Actually, we're going to build our sneak news
Yeah,
later in the week.
But just remember that recipe.
Bad news, Mike, for your red Gatorade color pick. It's never been red before.
That is amazing.
At least since
It is so due.
At least since 2001. That's
Dude,
that's
it's
how
so
far
due.
back
It has never been red Gatorade since 2001. It is due.
It's been none like 3 or 4 times.
Wow. Who's none?
Yeah.
Definitely the Patriots. They were like, don't do the Gatorade.
Yeah.
2017 Patriots.
Yeah.
2013 Ravens. 2004 Patriots. 2002 Patriots.
Knew it. Bill was like, I swear to God.
The last one they did blue on Bill.
They did?
It's been blue 3 the last 4 years too, as well.
Yeah, see, now you're square, and I'm sharp. Since 2001, it hasn't been red. I love that.
For Chiefs purposes, it was orange when they won the Super Bowl.
What's everybody's favorite color?
Are they going to keep it to tradition though?
That's a good question because if you think of superstitions and
That's
things
Maybe
like that,
keep the
they're
orange
like,
Gatorade on. I might switch to orange.
We might want orange. Orange is the favorite.
But
W game script for the Chiefs to win. That orange is the
when
favorite.
you're busting your ass, Super Bowl on the line, you're gonna want your favorite Gatorade.
Which is why the bad colors are full. They're not going to dump an empty blue Gatorade bucket on the coach. They're going to grab the full one. It's going to be red because nobody likes red. It stains your lips. You look like an idiot.
I think it's a little too sweet, the fruit punch, right? So
Yeah,
like, they
that's
probably
what I'm
don't have that
saying.
even on the sideline.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think they just have an assortment of fucking colors?
For
But,
sure.
like-
Dude, if one player on either side of the ball is like, I like red Gatorade, there's a bucket of it.
Blue, yellow, clear, and orange are all like light.
But orange is...
Think what runners take, you know?
It's glacier blue.
But
Yes,
that
Gatorade.
bucket would be empty.
They've got another on deck.
Just for the spillage? You think they got a spillage bucket of blue Gatorade?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No way. It's going to be the color that nobody drinks. Orange or red, I'm going to lock in. I might switch to orange for the narrative.
Why even have those colors on the sideline? No one fucks with those.
Because one guy might like them. That's the thing, pick a guy on the Chiefs. Let's go. Ready?
McDuffie loves his red.
I was about to say, McDuffie loves his red Gatorade. No, like Juju Smith-Schuster loves red Gatorade. It's the worst. It's the worst color of Gatorade, and he's like, it's my favorite Gatorade.
And it was yellow for the Eagles in 2017. I think that's the second favorite.
Oh, see, there's your narrative. If
So the
Birds
Eagles are
win,
yellow,
you go
Chiefs
yellow.
are orange.
There's your. Are they 1 and 2?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's glacier blue. Just watch.
It's red or orange for the narrative for the
Just
Chiefs.
watch.
Yeah, yellow/green. I think some people call it green. Is plus 150 at FanDuel, plus 350 at BetMGM. It depends on the book, but orange and yellow are the top two.
Also, you keep saying the name. People that don't just say the color of the Gatorade, I think are psychos.
I mean,
If you're
There's
like,
a
yo,
difference.
I'm going to the 7-Eleven. What do you want? If you say Glacier Freeze Gatorade, I'm not getting it for you.
are you kidding? My
No.
boys and I always used to say that.
It'd be like light blue, dark blue.
Yeah, light blue, glacier freeze. There's a difference between blue and light blue.
Yeah, but you just say light blue. You don't be like,
But
Yeah,
there's
let me get the
also
glacier
there's,
freeze.
There's cool blue and glacier freeze. If you didn't know that.
Cool
I
blue.
mean, now
sucks.
you're too deep into your
Cool
Gatorade.
blue tastes like fucking marbles. Glacier
Yeah,
freeze.
yes.
Glacier-
Marbles. Is that a take you just agreed with on the
No,
spot?
no, straight up. It is so that blue Gatorade is so bad. You have it like during like soccer practice, and you're like,
Way too sweet.
this shit
Marbles.
sucks. It tastes like medicine.
Medicine.
When I played high school soccer, I always used to love being the Gatorade guy because I had the perfect mixture of like powder and then the water and the ice.
Did your mom bring the orange
And then
slices?
No, you didn't make Gatorade for your team. Because I'd make the freshmen carry it, but I liked making it because you get the powder, the bag, and then you put it in, and then you got that little spoon. No?
No.
This kid had the fucking yips in high school. I don't know why I'm asking about making the goddamn Gatorade. He couldn't even sniff the mound. Couldn't throw the ball after
I
his
think he
senior
would be
year.
the one making the Gatorade then.
Huh?
You think Trent would be the one making the Gatorade?
Yeah, literally. You
That's
think
not
he
like
would be a connoisseur of the Gatorade. No, he was the kid that just drank it all because he was on the bench the whole game being like, yo, let me get another cup. Let me get another cup. Is that Glacier Freeze? No, dude. It's a fucking blue powder. I don't know what fucking flavor it is. But I remember we'd get like the fresh shipment of the bags of Gatorade powder, and I'd be in the lab just fucking cooking up.
Cooking.
Dude, cooking. I'd be whipping it like the Migos, dude. I'd be in the pot. All right, there was one more prop I wanted to talk about, Nick. It was like one of the funny ones. It was National Anthem, Gatorade color, heads or tails. What's the other iconic one? It's
first commercial.
oh no, the halftime show. I know they haven't come out with
first
the
song.
songs yet, but we were talking about it at the bar this weekend, and I think I know what it's going to be, but I haven't even seen the list yet. I don't even think they've released the list yet.
I saw a TikTok that was unbelievably surgical, breaking down his prediction for this. No. Yeah. And so if you go and look at the last, let's say, 5 Super Bowl halftime performers, you go look at who performed, and then you go look at their most recent concert, what song they open with is the same song they played at the halftime
because
show.
it's comfortability.
Yeah.
So,
However, Rihanna's opening song that she's been doing at her concerts is Stay, which is like not an opener you would do it at the Super Bowl. It's a very slow song.
I know what it's going to be.
But she had performed at an award show recently, and she opened with like Please Don't Stop the Music, I think. Or no, Disturbia. Yeah. It was just a super surgical fucking theory, and I need to go back and find it. It was either Don't Stop the Music or Disturbia. I feel like it's Don't Stop the Music.
we do have odds.
Oh, okay.
We do have odds.
If mine is on there,
FanDuel in Ontario released them first. Don't Stop the Music is plus 150.
Wow.
So that's the favorite. I don't know Disturbia. I don't think it's called Disturbia.
Yeah, Disturbia is a fucking banger.
It is a banger.
Is it? It's not even on this list.
It's one of those songs you'd be grinding to in middle school.
Run This Town is plus 300. Diamonds plus 600. This Is What You Came For plus 600. Rounding out top 5. Bitch Better Have My Money plus 800.
Umbrella's not on the list.
Umbrella's next at plus 1,000. Stays after that at plus 1,100.
Umbrella's my pick.
Umbrella could be so sharp.
Umbrella's my pick because here's why. I thought about this. The perfect Super Bowl halftime show starts a little slow and then gets crazy. She floats in. Umbrella.
Yeah, it's like
Under my umbrella.
those drums in the beginning.
That's
It's like,
what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And she's just, And then that's how she enters the stadium. Umbrella plus 1,000 lock me in first song.
Yeah, that's a sharp read.
I love that.
It's a good value bet.
I love that it's on the board too. That's
Yeah.
big.
Plus 150.
That's terrible.
Terrible value.
That's terrible.
Terrible value.
Didn't you have it right last
I
year?
got it right
with
last
Eminem?
year. Yeah. The
Or
next
Dr.
episode,
Dre.
that one
Or
was just
or
too easy. That one was way too easy.
Yeah.
That halftime show was electric. So good.
Oh, you saw it live too.
Yeah.
I didn't expect 50 Cent to come out.
Yeah, that was dope.
A bottle full of bug. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I was
And he was upside down.
I was so drunk. Just
Do you
fucking,
remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't he upside down?
Yeah. So whack. So whack.
I don't know whose idea that was. They were like, let's just throw him upside down.
Let's get 50 Cent. Put that bitch upside down.
And 50 was like, yeah, fuck it. Put me upside down. So what would your pick be if you had to make one? Obviously, you can change it, by the way, guys. I don't want to hear bitching, but you can change it.
I mean, God, Umbrella was such a good pick.
Don't you want to be on Umbrella now?
Such a great value pick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a good
I
starter.
don't want to take the favorite that's weak.
I mean, you could.
Like, oh yeah, I just got plus 150 on halftime show. That should be at least plus 500.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's probably going to be that.
It probably will be.
Yeah. But I think those are two. Like, yeah, it's a favorite. But yours, I could so see.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I
I'm
can
really
so
excited.
see.
She's coming in with Ponder Replay at plus 1,500, just first one.
Wow.
Go original album. No, I think it's going to be. It probably. Bitch Better Have My Money could be good value at plus 800.
Oh, that could be. She
Just-
might come in like a bad bitch.
bang.
Be like,
Yeah.
"Bitch,
Right off the
but I
top.
have my mo-"
Yeah.
Dude, she's my favorite like female artist. I used to get so horny in middle school to her songs at
she
dances,
was-
dude. I'd be in there just like,
She's a
She
babe.
was the best.
Yeah.
She hasn't released a song in like 6 years.
I think she's better than Beyonce.
Wow. That's a
Whoa.
debate.
Let's go to camera one more time for that one.
That's a debate.
Yeah, pull me up. Rihanna's better than Beyonce. That is all I have to say about the matter.
That is a debate that I don't want to have right now.
If we go banger for banger,
Yeah,
it's Rihanna.
I would go banger for banger, Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Cultural impact.
Rihanna.
What? No.
Yes.
No.
Horny impact
Sure.
shaped you as a young man.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would take Rihanna over Beyonce, but in a debate, bigger picture, it's
Rihanna.
It's Beyonce. Yeah. Yeah.
That feels like a very hot take. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not willing to defend either side.
I'm also not willing to. Actually, I am. Rihanna over Beyonce.
I
I'm
think they're
willing to die on
both
that hill.
fucking goats. They're both goats.
Umbrella, Ella, surfboard. Like it's got to be Rihanna. It's got to be Rihanna, dude. It's got to be Rihanna. All right, well, that seems like a good spot to end. Next episode, we're giving out our sides for the games. We're giving out our side for the over and the under. and you're going to know what we're going to be riding the entire Super Bowl. This has been another episode of TFM Bets. Trent, tell them where they can find you.
Surgical Stream, Twitch at Book It Sports, every weekday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Come sell me your best plays of the day, and let's cook up a lay and make some coin.
You get to interact with Trent for 3 hours, give him your best play of the day, hear his opinion on it, and then it might make it into the community parlay, which gets sweated out on the Night Sweats, same Twitch channel, late at night that same day. Share the pod with a friend. Show your mom this episode. Send it to your sister if she likes Beyonce. And it was always orange or red Gatorade. Thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate you.
Glacier Blue.